Hello, my lovely wolf pack. I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the lost footage of the Paris catacombs. If you haven't seen my last video, links in the description for you guys if you haven't seen it. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. But yeah, let's get to today's video. Roll the intro. Alright. So, as we can see from the title of this video and the thumbnail, the Paris catacombs lost footage. Now, for all you people who don't know what the Paris catacombs is, way back in the day in Paris, France, a lot of the graveyards were full. There was no room for any more bodies, so they thought, make tunnels. These tunnels stretch out for miles and miles of long tunnels, and it's still there today. The reason they have these tunnels is so they can fill it up with the dead bodies. There are billions of dead bones in there. Yes, you can visit it, but there is a limit of how deep you can go in, and usually you have a guide with you, because it is illegal to go even further because it's very easy to get lost. Well, so according to the legend, here's what happened. Now, I call it a legend because we still don't know who this guy is. We know he's a male. He looks about his early 30s, maybe late 20s. And he's tall. But that's it. We don't know what his name is, and we don't know why he was down there or why he decided to go past the limits of what you're supposed to go to. I'll also be putting some pictures so you can see some of the catacomb pictures. But yes. The man goes in there past the limits. When he tries to turn around, he's lost. So he keeps walking and walking. And it just looks like a guy who's lost, right? Then it gets weird. He looks behind him and we don't see anything. It's dark. Even his fucking flashlight is not working. And all of a sudden he books it. He drops his camera and books it. Doesn't explain what he was running from, but that man was never seen again. Why don't we roll the intro, not the intro, the video, so you can see what I'm talking about. So, here it is. Now, as we can see from this footage, we don't know what happened to him. His body was never found. Could it be a ghost? A demon? Someone who was angry about him going past the limits? Who knows? But there's one thing we do know. He won't be coming back. From this footage, we can speculate whatever happened to him. But yet again, we're never going to get that answer. And even if we try to summon him with a Ouija board, we don't know his name or even what his face looks like, so can't. Now this footage was taken, I believe it was taken in the early 2000s, so this is an old footage. But you can clearly see that this is very disturbing, and I don't know why he did this. Well, how about we read some dark stories about the Paris catacombs. Now, in 2004, a group of police officers were exploring part of the Paris catacombs, restricted from public access, as they begin to uncover very strange things. First, they found a PS system and a pre-recorded guard dog barking noises playing. Then they found 300 square feet of gallows wires phoned using parrot electricity. That's pretty weird. The officer found a bar living area worshipped, lounge, and even a cinema room with 20 people. What the fuck? The cinema seats had been carved into stone, and the catacombs. The creepiest part was they saw cameras on the ceiling recording them. The police squad went back to the area a few days later with larger team further investigates everything it had discovered from the phone lines. The Paris Catacomb cinema had vanished. The only thing they found, a note read, okay, something in French I can't even read, and what it means is meaning don't search. Wow. That's something. The fact that they found seats carved out of stone and then the next day they were gone. Do you know how hard it is to move chairs made out of solid stone? That is not an easy thing to do. They probably weigh like what? 800 pounds? Yet again, not easy unless they have dollies. And even then it's going to be hard. So what did they find out? Why did everything go missing? Well, it's theorized that it's not just a resting place for the dead. It's also a cult worshipped area. It's a theory, so if I'm wrong, don't comment, oh, you're a loser. No. It's a theory, meaning it has not been proven yet, so don't go in there thinking we're gonna find the cults, okay? I'm just saying that it's a theory. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. But, sorry, my stomach's hurting. I just ate a spicy chicken sandwich. Okay. So, the reason a lot of people think that there's a cult in there is because there's bones, yes, which is normal, but they find weird things. Like the story suggests that they found a cinema, which is basically a movie theater, in the catacombs, and fucking bars and shit. Okay? Now, unless these bars and movie theaters are for the dead, I doubt it's anything good. Now, so, as I suggest, they found that, right? But there are tons of other stories. I think I once heard a story that this guy once went into the catacombs and he went right onto the edge with the group and the tourists and whatever the fuck, and he actually stayed behind one of the walls and let them both go off. He was alone in there, and as he's walking through there, he gets scared. He gets really scared. So he walks to the left. He walks into the left tunnel, and what he finds is very disturbing. He legit finds two cloaked men just not looking at them. They're facing away from him, so he didn't see anything. As he went over, he knocked out a bone, and they turned around. They were wearing masks, but not just any masks. Not just any masks. Masks made out of human bones. So he books it, and the guide finally found him and told him he's not supposed to be here, so they get out of there. As the man walks away with the guy, he turns around and sees the cloaked men doing this. Of course, by then, him and his, what I assume is his wife or girlfriend, books it to another city in Paris, in France, and just leaves. Why, you may ask? They have that? I have no clue. Alright? I have no clue why there's a cult in there. Who knows if it's satanic or not? Possibly satanic, that's what I guess. But, who knows? How about we read a legend? The uncovered video camera. So, by far, it's one of the creepiest Paris catacomb legends. In the early 1990s, a group of cataphiles? Whatever. People who study and explore catacombs regularly Oh, I know what it is. We're walking through the dark chambers of the cemetery. They happen upon a video camera on the ground. Their purpose? The camera had footage on it. As the group watched the footage, they heard disturbing noises. It became apparent that the man holding the video camera was lost and had no idea how to escape in the video. The audience can clearly draw that the man is going mad inside an underground network of tunnels. The video ends abruptly. The man drops his camera on the ground. To this day, no one knows who this man was or if he came out alive. Many believe that the movie has above, so below, the inspired by this tragedy. So that's the story. The first one I was telling you about. These catacombs are so dense and so long that you can legit be a master at directions and still get lost. That's how bad these things are. And that is why it's safe to say that if you're gonna go in the Paris catacombs, stick with the guide and don't go past your limits, because you're gonna get lost and possibly die. Now, as I'm checking out some pictures that I'm going to be adding in this video, we're going to be talking about another story. Now, this story is pretty interesting to me because as I'm downloading these photos, I remembered another story I heard on YouTube, and this story is creepy as hell. There was an Asian woman about, I think she was in her 40s, it looks like it at least, and she, again, went past her limits in the Paris catacombs. Now, I bring her up because she went missing. She legit went missing for days. Legit days. Of course, not as bad as the man we talked about a few minutes ago. It is creepy nonetheless. As she went in there, past her limits, she got lost. She came to this place with her husband on a vacation. Okay? And as she was in there, what happened was creepy. She apparently heard a noise and booked it down a tunnel. Instead of going backwards, she went forwards, which ultimately was her fate. But I don't see why she didn't just turn back. But anyways, as she got lost, as she kept going, she got lost, and her husband reported her missing after her not returning to her their hotel room, and he woke up in the morning. It's like, shit, I got caught. 911. So he did that, and he had to stay in that city for another week before she was found. Okay, the whole search took a couple months. Months turned into about almost a year, and she was finally found. Almost a year. A total of like, what, 10 months? And that's almost a year. That's 12 months in a year. That's 10 months she went missing, and they finally found her. As she was in the Paris catacombs, she was in this pocket, which for some reason had water in it, and the only reason she was in there was she got stuck. They ended up getting her out of there, and unlike the other one, as she got out, she actually got fined about $500, which in America is not much, but it was in French currency. I have no idea what it's called, so just deal with that. But that's a lot of money. So my question is, what did she hear? What did she see? Was it the cult? Was it a demon? Was it a ghoul? We don't know. She refused to tell her story. Well, all of it at least. She didn't tell everything. As she told the police, she told the interviewers, everything but she didn't say what she heard or saw that made her scared. Until she told her husband, and her husband posted it on Reddit and then later YouTube. Of course, I tried to search up his channel. I can't find it, but if you want to see it, try looking it up. I'm sorry, I can't find it. I can't even find it on Reddit. I think those accounts were terminated. Don't ask me why, but they were. So, what can we see about these tunnels? Why is it so secretive? Why does it seem like there's cults and paranormal things happen in there? No one will ever know. No one knows what's in there, except for the people who went in there and survived their encounters. But the footage that we've shown will forever be a haunting memory of their experiences. And we'll never, treat it inside that way. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this awesome video I just did for you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on everything in links in the description for my last video if you have not seen it. And hit the notification bell so you can be updated with more of my videos so you never miss out. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching so much.